What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will talk about how to get into medical school. This is aimed mostly towards pre-meds and high school students who are considering medicine as a career. My goal in this video is to give you guys a blueprint so that you know what you should or have to do to get into medical school. If you know these things from the get-go, you can plan better and present the best application forward. Important disclaimer, this is just my opinion and I am not in any medical school admission committee. However, I have spent a lot of time applying on my own. I've done a bunch of research in this topic and I have conversed with many people about this topic. You can also check out the AAMC website to see their official stance on this topic. Anyways, without any further ado, let's jump in. Grades. Grades. Grades are important. We all know this. More specifically though, your college grades are important for medical school. Frankly, it does not matter how you did in high school for medical schools. Med school applications don't require you to enter high school grades. In undergraduate, major in whatever subject you want to major in and do well in that major. Seriously, go after your interests. Medical school does not care if you major in music or in biochemistry. In fact, having a non-traditional, non-pre-med major may actually be to your advantage because it makes you stand out from the rest. Only thing medical schools care about is that you have completed your medical school prerequisite courses. The prereqs may vary slightly from school to school, but these are mostly these. Please consult with your specific school on what prereqs they're requiring. So in essence, do well in your major, get good grades, and do well in your medical school prereqs. Medical schools will look at two GPAs, the cumulative and BCPM GPA. Cumulative is just as it sounds, it is the aggregate GPA of everything you have taken. And BCPM is your biology, chemistry, physics, and math GPA. This is your medical school prereqs GPA. Obviously, med school cares a lot more about your BCPM GPA than the cumulative GPA because BCPM is more medically relevant. Side note, I think chemical engineering is the best pre-med major because you knock out all your medical school prereqs with the exception of biology, which you can take on as an add-on. But chemical engineering also trains you to be an engineer. So if you decide that medicine is not the right path for you, then you can fall back on your chemical engineering degree, which is an incredible economical related field, which means you will have a stable and well-paying job. I think majoring in a hard science pre-med major like biology is dangerous because if for some reason you decide to not pursue medicine any longer, then getting a job with just a biology bachelor's is hard. You would have to pursue your graduate studies or even a PhD to earn a decent job with a decent income. Again, just my opinion, do your own research. Next, extracurriculars. This is the fun part. Do what's fun for you. Don't think that you need to be all serious and nerdy to be a medical student. Be yourself. Pursue whatever interests you. Whatever you do though, make sure you go deep into it and truly excel at it. Schools prefer one or two things that you have true passion for than a million activities that you have surface level involvement in. So, if that means salsa, then do the salsa. As you're pursuing your interest, make sure you eventually hold a leadership position. If you're truly passionate about your activity, leadership will come naturally to you. You want to show medical schools that you have leadership skills and experiences because that's what doctors are. They are leaders in their healthcare teams. Another thing is to do activities that serve people, especially underserved communities. Volunteer at a food bank or a soup kitchen or a Red Cross center. This shows the altruistic, community caring side of you. This will also make you realize if you like this stuff. Do you like serving people? Do you like to help people in need? These events garner those doctor-like soft skills, which are paramount when seeing and treating a patient. You want to show medical schools that you have experimented with community service and prove to yourself that you love this stuff. You need to volunteer in hospitals and shadow physicians. Becoming a doctor is a long path, and you want to show medical schools and to yourself that you truly want this. And what is a better way than working with healthcare professionals in a medical setting? You want experience in seeing patients and helping them. You want experience in dealing with nurses, PAs, social workers, etc. You want to shadow doctors to see what their days are like, what their work is like. You want to do all those things to prove to yourself that you have done your real world research to see if this is really for you. Medical school does not want to waste a seat on a person who has not done all these things, so do it. Research is not completely necessary for medical school acceptance, but it does not hurt. It will only help your application. It will only bolster it. Research shows that you're scientifically curious, that you care about advancing mankind's understanding of the sciences. Research is what invents vaccines, treatment plans, and technology. Medical schools love if you have research experience because it shows that you are an intellectual. So definitely give research a try. Perhaps you will absolutely love it. MCAT. Yes, MCAT is hard. Yes, it is long, but you still have to do it. It is the ultimate test of how much do you want it. I have an entire playlist on MCAT, so I won't go into all the nuances of that. Bottom line, allocate 6 to 8 weeks for MCAT study and do well on it. This metric shows that you can handle the academic load of medical school. You need people to vouch for you. You need external validation. These are your professors, supervisors, coaches, and physicians, etc. Depending on which application service you use, they will have different letter of rec requirements. You can see this video where I explain the differences between all the applications, that is ACOMAS, MCAT, and TMD SAS. But overall, it's fair to say to get letters of recommendation from 2 science professors, 1 non-science professor, 1 physician, and 1 supervisor. That should cover you from all angles. Just make sure your writers truly know you and your personality. The letter of rec is not metric based. It should not talk about your grades and your GPA. That can be extracted from the transcript. The letter of recommendation talks about your subjective patterns, your personality, your soft skills, and etc. Interviews are something that some people hate and some people love. Your application presents you on paper. Medical schools want to see how you are in person. Are you the person in real life as you are on paper? Interview is the last hurdle before you're accepted. So you need to take it seriously. You should prepare for the interview just as you would for the MCAT. I have an in-depth playlist on interviews here. But bottom line, make sure you participate in social activities to build your social skills. If you aren't able to connect with people, then being a physician will be hard for you because medicine is a people's business. Lastly, this is the most important reason. You need to know your why. Why are you doing this? What is your motivation? You need this reason to do all those things that I talked about so far. You also need this reason to be presented to the medical school admission committee in your essays and in the interview. Your reason needs to be very strong because this is what you will fall back on when things are extremely arduous in your medical training and you will just feel like quitting. Medical schools don't want quitters. They want committed and selfless doctors that will serve the community. Alright guys, that's all I have for this video. I honestly believe that if you work on all those things that I talked about, you will get into medical school. I know it might sound like a lot, but just take it one step at a time. Look at the 5-meter target, not the 300-meter target. If you have any questions, please let me know. I would love to answer your questions and be of any help. Explore this channel. I have a lot of content from MCAT tips to interviewing to application tips. Please like, share, and subscribe. It truly helps me and this channel. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Good luck to you.